Alright, much Abrew about nothing. Blue-black mill in modern. And, well, hopefully ensnaring bridge is good in this matchup. If bridge is good, this hand is pretty good. Shelldock Isle finds us a tempted to take Crypt Incursion? Yeah, let's take Crypt Incursion. In the right matchup, that gains us so much life. The only downside is, in a matchup where bridge is good, we might not need Crypt Incursion. Windswept Heath cracks it. Foil Windswept Heath, in fact. Overgrown Tomb, untapped. And Bird's Paradise. Well, we get a land and a scribe. Mill Shriekmaw, Caryatid Ooze. Interesting. What is this, like a Death Cloud deck? It's a unique mixture of cards. Inquisition can take any card in our hand. And they probably have Abrupt Decays in their deck for our bridges. Yeah, they take Visions from Beyond. That's one I actually wanted to resolve. Because it draws 3 cards. Sometimes. Breeding Pool, untapped. And Caryatid. Okay. Well, Ghost Quarter. And Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. We do need black mana eventually. Treetop Village. Opponent passes. There's black mana. Well, let's Marsh Flats, crack it, get a Swamp, and just Mind Funeral our opponent. And, whoa! Well, we milled 11, which isn't bad, but this is a crazy combo deck. Bring to Light Venser, Unburial Rites, Murderous Redcap. Oh my god. Is this like gifts then? If they can combo off and kill us, winning is going to be very difficult. Well, let's pass the turn. If they can win without attacking, I mean. There's gifts. What are they gifting for? This matchup seems like it'll be awesome after sideboarding when we have 8 graveyard disruption spells. Not sure how our opponent beats that. They're going to have to beat us casting things naturally. We are going to be able to Archive Trap for free, since Gifts does search the library. Elishnorn or Iona. Alright, well. And let's Archive Trap for free. And see what they reanimate. Oh, man. Next turn we can Crypt Incursion and exile all the stuff from the graveyard, which is pretty big game. They're going to get back an Iona on blue, I assume? They choose black. Interesting. Well, that means we can't cast our Crypt Incursion. But we drew a Mesmeric Orb, which will keep the milling flowing, and possibly turn on our Delirium, which would be pretty nice. So our opponent is down to 14 cards, which means we're pretty close to winning this. An Archive Trap would do it. Doesn't get hit by Iona. Getting back Elishnorn doesn't actually even help them too much. Okay, they Abrupt Decay our Ensnaring Bridge, which turns on Delirium and gets in for 7. We're down to 12. We untap, mill 2, Archive Trap, Phantasm. Alright, so let's Ensnaring Bridge, Jace's Phantasm, pass the turn, and we get to mill from Scribe, unless they can kill it. And we're going to get some triggers. Oh, they're going to... Alright, they're going to kill the bridge. Well, they're going to get They gotta kill us quick, though. They're getting milled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. They're down to 4 cards in their library. They're gonna go attacking. We will chump with Jace's Phantasm. And I don't think they can tap out or they just lose, but they have to kill our Scribe or they lose. Hedron Crab. Ghost Quarter ourselves. Get the landfall trigger. And that should do it. Ooh, alright. Well, even without the Graveyard Disruption, it seems like us milling them would be helpful. So it's pretty impressive that before sideboarding we managed to beat this deck. So Leylines of the Void and Extirpates seem absurd in this matchup. What are we going down, though, to fit them in? Jace's Phantasm seems weird in a deck that's relying on Bridge. And maybe that's just too much graveyard hate. You have Crypt Incursion, Leyline, and Extirpate. Yeah, let's just bring in the Extirpates and go down the Phantasms. That seems reasonable. Mono Glimpse the Unthinkable. Dot hand. Good work. So we can, what, mill 30? Assuming we don't get hit by discard. The good news is also that turns on our Shelldock Isle pretty quick. Opponent is mulliganing down to 5. Do they have discard? Doesn't look like it. At least not on turn 1. Ooh, and there's a bridge. Alright, Shelldock Isle. Get an Archive Trap. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks her Windswept Heath. Gets a Temple Garden tapped. Tech Edge and Carry added. Ooh. Well, let's just Hedron Crab and Watery Grave tapped. Start milling with Crab. Fencer and 2 lands. Want to get Crab down as early as possible. Its value goes up a lot when you can play it on the early turns. Opponent probably has gifts. Well, Dark Slick Shores, mill our opponent. And then let's just Glimpse the Unthinkable our opponent. Mill a bunch more stuff. We did mill one of their Unburial Rites. Also an Abrupt Decay, so that's worth remembering. That's 1 less Abrupt Decay to hit our Ensnaring Bridges. Here comes Gifts. Question will be, what do they gifts for? Oh, no gifts. Wow. Alright, our opponent apparently just has nothing going on. Well, Island into double Glimpse and then Archive Trap the following turn is lethal. Opponent has Ghost Quarter. That kind of ruins our Archive Trap plan if we play a land. I guess I can do it anytime. Well, Flooded Strand, mill 3. And then, let's see. Crack Flooded Strand. Get an Island. Mill 3 more. So they're going to need to Ghost Quarter in response to this Glimpse the Unthinkable, or else we get to use our Shelldock Isle. They do not. So we're going to take advantage of this right now before it gets Ghost Quartered. So opponents down to 5 cards in their library. We have a Hedron Crab on the battlefield and a Glimpse in hand. So I think we got this one on lock. Their deck looks pretty sweet and spicy. Like chicken. Alright. Sweet. Well, their deck wants cards in the graveyard, and we still managed to beat them. We were aided a bit by the Mold 5, but not bad. Not bad for Blue Black Mill. Sweet.